Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I am so excited to log in really quick and go over my debt update for the month of January because it is finally February, or I shouldn't say finally February. It is February. You guys, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a great weekend, and it is month end already again. Even though we just finished year end at work, we're jumping right into a month end, and I had a long day, but this will make it all better. And yeah, so I think I told you guys I'm in Michigan, and they are calling for one of the largest snowstorms in the last 7 years, and I am so excited. I love snow, you guys. I love it. I love looking out the window and seeing it. It's just so peaceful to me. So I'm really excited to log into work tomorrow and have the window open and probably like a cup of hot cocoa, and it's going to be very serene and relaxing to me. So I'm one of those people that loves the snow. I do not like when they plow it because then it looks dirty, but you know, it is what it is. It does need to be plowed because on Thursday I have to go to the dentist, so they need to hurry up and move that stuff out of the way. So preparing for that. It's going to be a little bit snowed in here, but I'm excited nonetheless. So let's do this really quick. I have my debt snowball tracker that I filled out with you guys at the beginning of the year, and so I made all the payments on here. I also have my amortization schedule for my mortgage. We're gonna see if we can cross out another line to see how far we are. So let's move this out of the way for a second. I have the cat camera going. Riley's been in here all day. I say that every single video. I feel like a broken record. She's been in here all day, so we'll see if she comes back, but I think she's shy around you guys. I don't know what it is. She's a smart one. She knows instantly when that camera's on, I'm out of here. They're not gonna believe you that I talk all the time, so I don't know. She has been in here all day, but she ran away as soon as I started recording, so maybe she'll come back, maybe she won't. The cat camera is set up, waiting for her if she does, So first things first, we had this in order of the debts that I want to pay off. So the first debt that I wanted to pay off was Klarna, then it'll be the watch, then it'll be my 401k, then it'll be Invisalign. Again, it's spelled wrong. Didn't fix it. Don't have whiteout. Don't come for me. It's spelled wrong. Discover, and then my Capital One card is last. I am also keeping track of mortgage, even though it's not part of the snowball. But I do make I do pay extra every month because my mortgage payment is so low. So I still am ahead of the game when it comes to that. So we'll check this stuff. So Klarna got my first snowball payment. It was $59. So we made the regular monthly payment on the 14th, and it was $39.75, and so the balance at that point was $145.74. And then, as you guys saw, I made the snowball payment, and that was on the 28th for $59. And so the new balance is $86.74. So this will be paid off in February for sure because the monthly payment is $40, so it'll go down to $46. And last month's snowball was $59, so I would expect that to be the same for this month too. So this will be paid off. And if there's any balance left in the snowball, we'll make a payment on the watch too. So moving on, our watch, I made the payment as part of my phone bill on the 18th. And the payment was $10.62. And so the balance on the watch is $169.92. Okay? So we'll pay off that next. 401k. I cannot wait to get this gone, you guys. I took out a 401k loan to purchase my condo, and I set up for a repayment plan to pay back myself essentially for 5 years. So it's been a long 4 years and I'm over it. So as soon as I pay this off, it's automatically deducted from my check, so it's not like I physically make the payment myself. They just kind of like take it. I'll see this bump in my paycheck. That'll be super nice. So it got, the 401k repayment loan got 2 payments because I get paid twice a month. So the first payment was on the 14th, and it was for $61.65, and so the balance at that point was $965.35. And then I just got paid for my end of the month paycheck on the 31st, and it's the same payment every time, $61.65. So now the new balance is $908.17. So there's that. Next, we have Invisalign. And I made the payment at the end of the month, so $131. Also, I think it's fair to mention, this doesn't have interest. This, I pay back interest within that. It was built into my repayment plan. But it has interest in a sense, but it really doesn't. And then this one doesn't have interest. This one didn't have interest until it'll start gaining interest in March. And this one has interest. So a lot of these didn't have interest. So you'll see that they'll go down in equal payments. So this one does not have interest. The payment is $200. And that's how much I made. And so the balance is $1,600. And also my Invisalign, if you remember, I have an HSA account set up, so I'm not truly worried about this in a sense. The money is deducted, put into my HSA account pre-tax, and so it's already there. However, the way that the Invisalign was set up is I put it on a Care credit card, and so my HSA account is a bank account basically with a debit card, but I could not use that account to pay a credit card direct. I couldn't do it that way. To pay the credit card, you needed like an account number, which I didn't really have. So I paid this out of my own money. I act like it's a bill, and then I ask for a reimbursement from my HSA account, and that reimbursement money is just going into a savings account. So I'm still deducting the amount of money that I'm allowed by $200, and I'm not replacing it because I just put it in my savings account. So it'll be nice to have this payment gone so that I can have an extra $200 to do something with, right? So I can't wait for that to be gone. So then now we have Discover. This will start getting interest on next month. It's a shame that I could not pay this off before the interest hit, but we live and we learn, right? So I made a Discover payment on the 14th. And the payment was for $67. And so the new balance is $3,251.61. Okay. Next is Capital One. This one I have to review. So I have reoccurring bills that go onto my Capital One account, and then I pay those bills with my monthly payment. But I think I need to pay more because you'll see that the balance is the same pretty much. So, and I kind of want it to go down. However, with the snowball, you kind of just want to make the minimum. So maybe I'm doing it right. I don't know. It just was shocking to see that the balance was the same. So the date I made the Capital One payment was the 14th. And I paid $500. And the new balance is actually higher. $5,265.13. So I can't wait to pay this one off. That's a long story, but yeah. So that's my debt snowball tracker. We already almost knocked the first one out of the way, so progress is progress. Next is my mortgage. So I have my amortization schedule. Hopefully you guys can see this a little bit, but I refinanced my mortgage at the beginning of 2021. So January 11th, I refinanced for $67,000. At the time, my balance was like 63, but then they put in the closing costs on top, so it bumped it up again. But overall, it was a good choice to refinance, even though it made my loan amount higher. Because my original loan was for 30 years, so now I only have 20 years, so I shaved 7 years off by simply refinancing. And on top of that, my interest rate was like 4.5, and now it's a 2.5%. So it was an overall good deal. It did hurt to see the balance jump up again, but all the things that I traded that bump in loan amount offset it really well. So the way the amortization schedule works, it kind of tells you if you make just your monthly payment as is every month. It tells you how much you would pay in principal, how much you would pay in interest, how much your ending balance would be on your loan amount, and how much is your loan to value percentage. So if I just made my regular loan payment, I just paid the one, I would have been here, right? The January 1st one line. But because I round up my monthly payment to the next $100 place, I'm already down here in June of 2022. So that's how I've always treated my mortgage. So even though before I refinanced, I was ahead of the game, because no matter what my payment was, if it was $317, I always rounded up to the next 100, so I would pay them $400. Or if my payment was 1 year, it was $470, so I rounded up to $500. So that year, it only got $30 extra, but it was still extra money. And so, and I'm able to do this because my mortgage is so low, right? So I've always rounded up to the next 100 place. So that's what I'm doing now. That's how I'm ahead of the game. So my new balance after I made this month's payment was $63,739. So not as low to cross off 2 lines, but I can definitely cross off this next line. So I need a straight edge. Let me find one here. We'll just use this notebook. And we'll mark off this next line, which is so exciting. I'll use purple. Oh, still didn't do it very straight. That's okay. There we go, fixed it. So now, I call it, I'm back to the future, right? I'm in the future, so I am where I would be if I was making regular payments in August of 2022, and it's only February. So this is a cool way to track your progress, especially if you just always threw a little bit at a time to pay off your mortgage, or if you're actively paying off your mortgage and you're, it's part of your snowball and it's getting all of your snowball. And so I really encourage this amortization schedule. There was Rochelle Adamson here on YouTube. She was working on paying off her home in her home state, and so she pulled out her amortization schedule. And so I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And so I did that when I refinanced, and I was already all the way down here. So I was able to cross out 14 lines when I first started doing those. Very satisfying, you guys. So pull this out, take a look, get familiar with it. If you're paying extra, cross off some lines. And every once in a while, you'll be able to cross off 2 lines, which is super exciting. I was able to do that last month. So, yeah, just a quick update on my debt update. We'll be paying off Klarna soon. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, because tomorrow is Wednesday, which means it will be our time for our budget with me video, so that we can prepare for the cash stuffing on Friday. I hope you guys have a good night tonight, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. What is wrong? What? Riley.